Monsters. Only retarded babies who poop in their diapers believe in that stuff.
Rose, you throw right out the front door.
Strife. Agreed. Bottom parry. Aggress. Passive. Empty suicide threat. Abjure. Ironic indulgence. A beautiful puppy. Abstain. Ironic negligence.
It looks like Mom has satisfied her strife quota for the day. She simply returns to her housework. No point in going out the front door anymore. Might as well head out the back, like you originally planned.
Rose, first, be the pony. Second, trample Mom.
You can't be this stupid pony. And frankly, you can't imagine why anyone would want to. But you give the pony a begrudging pat on the snout anyway. Her name is Maplehoof.
John, turn around!
You're trying to read, okay? This book is already unpleasant enough as it is without weird voices in your head nagging you to do things. Besides, I thought we already agreed there's no such thing as monsters. Fine, you interrupt your reading and turn around, but you don't see what could possibly be so— Oh my god, it's a monster!
Strife. Don't maneuver the bunny gets it. Agreed. Put the bunny back in the box.
Rose, exit.
You leave through the back door. Nearby is the transformer, which distributes electricity from the underground generator, powered by the river flowing beneath your house. The transformer was struck by lightning, though, and no longer works. You wonder if your mother has any plans to have it fixed. Guess she'd rather just play her mind games in a dark house like a weirdo. You can see the mausoleum and the portable generator across the backyard. You're almost there.
Rose, use umbrella.
You regain your items and begin the soggy trek mausoleumward.
Get up, John! This is no time for slumber!
Strife.
Rose, forget the W and make haste to the mausoleum.
Retrieving the W never even crossed your mind. It's just a stupid magnet.
John! Salvage your weapon and fight on!
Strife. Again. Sweet catch.
Yeah, all right! You said, put the bunny back in the box!
Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box?
Now exult! Victory! Spoils are yours!
Your amazing victory allows you to scale the first 2 achievement rungs on your etch ladder. You are now a plucky tot with a new feather in your cap to show for it. The etch ladder rewards your bold descent with 125 boon dollars. You waste little time in storing them in your ceramic pork hollow. Additionally, climbing the rungs has boosted your gel viscosity and cash limit. By expanding your cash limit, you've made room for all that nice grist you just collected. You now have 32 fragments of build grist and 10 fragments of shell.
What about that card?
It seems the shale imp had allocated the bunny to its strife specibus. Sort of a stupid thing to use for a weapon, but you might as well grab it and stick the bunny in your strife deck while you're at it. It will, at the very least, be safer there.
Okay.
You group the 2 specibie in your strife portfolio. No self-respecting strifer would be caught dead without one.
Gather the scattered bits of your large hammer.
Oddly enough, it seems breaking the sledgehammer altered your apparatus from hammer kind to handle kind, even going as far as expelling the head of your smaller hammer from your deck to force compliance. You didn't even notice in the heat of battle. You grabbed the sledgehammer handle, expelling the useless Harlequin figurine.
Now repair the hammer.
You merged the sledgehammer head with its handle and return it to your strife deck, repairing the hammer kind apparatus in the process. The smaller hammer handle is ejected from the deck, since, of course, handles of any sort no longer belong in there, obviously.
Fine. Now what?
Dave is pestering you, but you don't have time to deal with his nonsense right now. Something is amiss in your room. You can't quite put your finger on it.
Rose, hurry and activate the generator.
You fire up the generator and drag a cord into the mausoleum. It, of course, would be foolish to run the generator inside a confined space. Generator safety is everyone's business.
Rose, defile tomb.
Sorry, Jaspers. Have to make space for the laptop. Besides, your final resting place is already a mockery. You should have decomposed years ago under the bed of petunias like a normal cat, not given to a taxidermist and fitted with a tiny custom-tailored suit, and then stuffed into a coffin built for infants.
Rose, plug in your laptop.
You plug in your laptop and connect to the internet signal again. Everything predictably falls out of your Silodex, but you're not about to get bent out of shape about it. You have bigger fish to fry. Looks like Dave noticed you're back online. He pesters you like clockwork. And there's John. What on earth is he up to now?
The door, John! Look at the door!
You're right. Didn't Rose yank the door off its hinges and prop it on your bed? Someone or something has put it back and left it slightly ajar.
Incredibly alarming! Investigate! What? This is so outrageous!
Rose, pester John.
Oh, there you are! John said your house was burned down. Are you on fire yet or what?
No. For now I have retired to the safety of a smaller building which is much closer to the forest fire threatening my residence.
Oh, well, that's a relief. John told me to get the game to help you get out of there, so I'm working on that now.
Working on it?
Yeah, my bros copy, long story. Hey, don't tell John this, but I think he might have been right about the puppets. They're starting to freak me out a little.
You're referring to your brother's collection?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's cool and all, the semi-ironic puppet thing or whatever. Or semi-ironic. Man, I don't even know. I'm just starting to think some of the shit is going a little far and it's kind of fucked up.
I've seen his websites. I like them.
Yeah, well, you would. Oh man, I wish little Cal wouldn't look at me like that. Those dead eyes. Jesus! Sometimes I dream that he's real, and he's talking to me, and I wake up in a cold sweat and basically flip the fuck out!
Interesting.
Oh god, why did I just tell you my dream? You're going to have a field day with that!
I am currently scrawling notes furiously into one of the many psychoanalysis journals I maintain for you. Published papers forthcoming. Because you know, it's not like either of us have anything better to do at the moment than evaluate each other's radically debilitating pathologies.
Yeah, I'm gonna get moving. Oh, have you heard from John? He's not answering me.
He won't answer me either, but I am watching him. I suspect he is preoccupied with the fact that he just had a bucket of water dumped on his head by the ghost of his dead grandmother, who also happens to be dressed like a clown.
Alright, I'm out. Later.
Interrogate this mad woman!
Nana?
Yes, dear.
Wow, you scared the living daylights out of me. Well, I guess it was a really great prank. A good one, Nana. Anyway, are you really my dead Nana?
Of course, John. I have come back to help you on your journey through the medium and beyond. I am delighted to see what a fine young man you have turned out to be, just like your father.
Okay, I guess I will take your word for it. I don't remember you at all. My dad said I was really young when you died. Hey, speaking of which, do you know where he is? I looked everywhere for him.
Your father was kidnapped.
Oh no!
When you crossed over to the medium, he was apprehended by the very forces of darkness which your presence here has awakened.
What? Okay, so what is the medium you're talking about?
It is where we are now. A realm that is a ring of pure void, dividing light and darkness. It turns in the thick of the inciposphere, a place untouched by the flow of time in your universe.
You mean because we are inside a computer or in the game software or something?
A computer? Why, what is that, dear? Some newfangled contraption like the horseless auto boxcar?
Well, it's like this machine that,
Of course I know what a computer is, John. I was just pulling your leg.
Oh, okay.
No, John, you're not inside a computer or software or anything like that. Try not to be so linear, dear. The software that brought you here was merely a mechanism that served as a gateway. Its routines, in a way, serve to invoke this realm's instance. yet it stands independently of any physical machine and somewhat paradoxically always has.
I'm not sure I get it, but alright. So, what do I actually need to be doing here?
I think it would be best if we started with the big picture.
Go on.
Above the medium, beyond the 7 gates residing at the core of the Incipisphere, is a place known as Skya. Legend holds that Skya exists as a dormant crucible of unlimited creative potential. What does this mean, you ask? Well, I'm afraid my lips are sealed about that, dear. But, needless to say, where a realm of such profound importance is concerned, forces of light will forever be charged with its defense, while forces of darkness will just as persistently covet its destruction. And, as it so happens, at the center of this realm, whose fate is in question, these very forces duel on a stage, stuck in eternal stalemate. Yes, they have dueled in this manner forever. That is, until you showed up.
Me?
Yes, you, John. Before your mishap with my ashes, you may recall the sprite's previous incarnation, which resulted from its kernel's hatching. See, this hatching occurs automatically in response to your arrival. The result is a pair of kernels, one dark, one light, each carrying the information they were prototyped with before the hatch. One goes down to a kingdom entrenched in darkness, the other up to a kingdom basking in light. Each comes to rest in an orb atop a spire, of which there are 3 others in kind. The 4 spires are situated above a throne, and these 2 thrones preside over the 2 respective sovereign powers. And once the kernels are situated, that is when the game is afoot. The true war begins. Light versus dark, good versus evil. This is a war that the forces of light are always destined to lose without exception.
A quest of futility, then.
Wow, really? Then what's the point?
That remains for you to find out, dear. For you see, the journey you're about to take is the ultimate riddle.
Whoa!
For now, your objective is to proceed towards Skya and pass through the first gate situated directly above your house. Not even terribly far. The gates will become progressively more difficult to reach, so you had better be prepared to sharpen your adventuring skills.
How am I supposed to get up there?
You build!
Okay, I think I get it now. So I guess the battle against good and evil is sort of irrelevant? Well, I don't know, that all sounds kind of weird, but in any case, we built the house to get to these gates, and then I can save my dad!
Yes, John.
And then after that, we solved this ultimate riddle thing and saved the Earth from destruction!
Oh, no. I'm afraid not. Your planet is done for, dear. There is nothing you can do about that.
Oh.
Your purpose is so much more important than saving that silly old planet, though.
And that is...
Yes, I will have to agree with the float hag about that.